The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On the set. Come on, come on.
On first down, Sampson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Up the middle they go. Sampson.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 70. 18, 5 here.
They'll run on first down. Sampson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Okay, great.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he's
going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right of the yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Steelers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They have the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Nix. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now run straight ahead with one. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Here's Nix. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hold on, set. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Wiggles free. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Warriors 70. Panther 11.
Sanders to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Sampson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Let's go now.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing, Sanders. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again, it's Sanders. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Get up. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Ranger.
Sanders once more. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now it's Nix. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards that time.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in the second quarter. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Here's Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
Well, this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Nix to the air. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nix from the shotgun. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. It wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the
Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a run with Warren. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Warren will try the right side. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play action. Here's Nix going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaylen Warren with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shifts past him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw is Sanders. Caught right side. He's got his man. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Brown.
65 catch. Go.
Now Sanders. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half was, now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Warren. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll go play action with Nix. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Sanders. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw again. This will be caught. Judy. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Go, 18 Cardinal, Dragon 60.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Captain. Ole.
To throw is Nix. And his pass incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They give to Johnson going right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On the run, it's Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, we're not.
Down, Warren. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 123 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready. Ready, we're not.
They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sanders to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Browns first down.
Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ready. 180. 11.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Go.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. 129 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.